Hello citizens, it's Real Madrid 3, Manchester City 1 in the Champions League semi-final second leg. Real Madrid go through 6-5 on aggregate to go through to the final to play Liverpool. But before we get started, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe button. And thank you to everyone who joined me on the watch along. Now, let's get started. So, where did we lose that game? Well, we lost it in the first leg. After that, we won it 4-3, but we should have won it by 3 or 4 goals that game. Poor defending cost us, and it is what it is. Of course, we had a few injuries as well. Fernandinho was playing it right back, so maybe we did well just to come out of that game 4-3 ahead. And you think to yourself, you go through the second leg in the Champions League ahead on goals, you think you're going to bring it home in the second leg. Of course, Real Madrid are a difficult team. They rested half their team in the weekend when they won the league. So they've had a pretty easy run into this game. Of course, we were away to Leeds, which was an absolute battle in the first half, but not taking anything away from the boys. They gave it the all. And in the second leg as well, we time wasted. We did a bit of the same we did against Atletico Madrid. We tried to slow it down a little bit, try to play for time, and it worked, A little bit of desperate defending at times, but we managed it all right. We got through at half-time 0-0, still ahead on aggregate 4-3. Then going into the second half, they pushed forward a little bit. They probably should have scored within the first few seconds of the second half. We got lucky. And we take the lead through Mahrez. We took the lead through Mahrez in the 73rd minute. And at that point, 2 goals ahead, you just have to see the game out. Just carry on playing how you are. Of course, Walker got injured and had to go off. Did that cost us? Maybe. Zinchenko came on. And in fact, it was Zinchenko and Gundogan, the substitutes, who made the immediate impact. They came on and we got the goal through them. Zinchenko giving it to Gundogan. He turned, lovely ball forward. And it was Mahrez that scored from Bernardo Silva's pass. So even though we had to make them substitutes, they did all right to begin with. But then Fernandinho came on and the game kind of changed because instead of playing our usual pressing game, we went a bit defensive. We played both Rodri and Fernandinho in that midfield, because with De Bruyne off as well, you're looking at our best. And we took Mahrez off. So we took Mahrez off, we took De Bruyne off, which meant that we had no game winners really. Yeah, we had Foden, we had Bernardo Silva, but, they're running to the ground. And once Real Madrid got their first goal, you could only see them scoring a second. I did. And when they got the second, I can't say I was entirely surprised. Like I said, we were desperately defending for a lot of that game. And we got punished for it. And then when it into extra time with the substitutions he made, they were so defensive. We couldn't win that game in extra time, in my opinion. I didn't think we could. And then we gave another silly penalty away. Like we did in the first leg, a stupid penalty. We gave it away. Benzema scores, the only thing he takes all game, but he took it. And they were 3-1 up, and that was it, game over at that point, because it went into half-time of extra time, and where were we? We had no chance. We didn't create a single chance in that second half, of extra time. And I said as well, Sterling came on, and of course, it is time for him to go. We've been saying that for weeks, months even. It's time for Sterling to go. Pep brought him on to be like a game changer for us, and he did absolutely nothing. There's a couple of occasions when he got the ball at the edge of their box, and he should have put the ball in, like first time, just to put it in the penalty spot, just do anything with it. But instead, he takes an extra 4 or 5 touches, runs it into nowhere, and again, towards the end of the game, a few minutes left the second half of extra time, he runs forward, feels the slightest breeze, and falls over like he usually does, and wins absolutely nothing like he usually does. And that was our game changer that he brought on, and that was the only substitution he could make, and it didn't pay off. And once again, we're out of the Champions League, and are we out again because of Pep's decisions? Nah, I don't think so. Like I said, I think we've had a rough season. We've battled quite a few injuries. We've had to make a few swaps around, a few rotations, and I think it's just one step too far for the players. I'm just hoping that extra time doesn't cost us against Newcastle, because we're running to the ground after that match. We're going to be demoralised, running to the ground. The energy's gone. Mentally, we're gone. We have to pick ourselves up, and we need a good result against Newcastle, because if we don't get that, then we're going to finish the season with nothing. That's how close we are to finishing with nothing. We're one result away from nothing. So the players have to pick themselves up. Can they do it? Of course they can. It depends who it goes with. If Walker's out for the rest of the season, that's going to be a huge blow. And I'm kind of surprised he brought on Zinchenko and not Ake. I know he likes to play Zinchenko in the Champions League, but Ake's had a good few weeks for us. Now, before the final whistle, I got asked who man of the match was, and I said it was too soon to say, and that was like 3 minutes to go. I don't think I'd be that right with it. Man of the match for us today, absolutely no idea. I don't think the front three, Jesus, Foden and Mahrez were even in the game in the first half. Like I said, we didn't really play our usual thing, but, you know, we looked a bit nervy at the back. And we were playing for time for a lot. So we're breaking up our own play too. You know, that's the thing when you slow the game down. You take out your own momentum. So going forward, I don't think we actually did anything. And the second half, of course, Mahrez got his goal from the only chance he had, really. And it was a well-taken goal. So, man of the match, I'm going to say Bernardo, I think. His work rate. I would have said the two centre-halves today were brilliant, but I think they made a couple of errors. They didn't pick up the men for a cross. Diaz gave his silly penalty away they didn't need to give away. So yeah, I'm going to say that Bernardo's my man of the match just because he kept running and he kept trying it. He did create the goal in the end. You know, he got the assist for it. But other than that, it's another disappointing result, isn't it? We're out of the Champions League again. I honestly thought with 15 minutes to go, we were going to get to the final again and see a bit of progression. But this isn't progression. We've gone backward. No matter how you look at it, we got knocked out in the semi-final. We've gone backward from last season. And again, Pep's going to be challenged. Pep's going to be questioned. Do I question Pep? No, I just think his substitutions were poor. I think his decision making at times of what players to play and who he sees as match winners sometimes isn't right. I would have made different changes. But other than that, you know, once we went defensive and we conceded the third goal, it was game over at that point. So not on him, not on the players. It was just one step too far, you know. And it's been a long season. So we can forgive him for that. But we go again on Saturday, we pick it up, and like I said, if we beat Newcastle, we're back on track for the Premier League. And I'd like us to win something, because if we finish with absolutely nothing this season, after the effort they've put in the last few months, it's going to be a long summer. So yeah, make sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button. Let me know who your man of the match was. Thanks for watching as always. I appreciate it. And yeah, everyone have a nice week. I'll see you at the weekend. Bye-bye.